Take two. I just like did a whole video and it's totally deleted. I'm doing this while I'm driving, so bear with me because I don't have one of those fancy like $2 things you can stick on your fucking. I keep forgetting to get it. I do. I keep forgetting. I had 2 video requests. Well, I had more than that, but I'm gonna get to 2 today, I think. And I probably alive. Probably. Why not? Alive later on with Stevie. Story there. I think only I can tell with him since he was the one in the urgent care yesterday, not me. Thank God it wasn't me yesterday. Anyway, people were asking what I thought about the protests and the rioting. I think protests are okay. Okay, as long as I really don't have to be in them. I literally got into one kind of sort of by accident yesterday. I'll get into it later. But I'm not a fan of protests because I don't want to stand around you people. You smell, and they're usually in the summertime. Like, can we have a light fall like protest where, you know, we wear a parka and we're mad about something, but we're not too mad so you're not screaming in my fucking ear. I've got one hearing ear left. That's another reason I want to be in a protest. Because people are screaming and yelling, and they've got bullhorns and shit. And it's angry, stinky white people. Always stinky white people. Either real yuppie white people who felt good about being there from themselves. Like, they drove in from a suburb. Like, I heard the blacks are upset about something. Yes. I guess something happened to one of, I don't know, the coloreds, I think. I don't know. Somebody told me. But we should do our part. We should. We should get the kids in Cadillac Escalade that we just bought, you know, the second one, and go to the city with the common folk and march and scream angrily like they do. It's fun. We should. Why not? We'll be part of the cause. Come on, Chip. Come on, Sally. Let's go. Is anybody even named Chip? Like, is that just the thing that fucking black comics make up? I've never met a motherfucker named Chip in my life. Who is Chip? What does Chip even stand for? Anyway, so protests can be all well and good, but they annoy me personally. If they're for a good cause, like this whole George Floyd thing, fine. But I think everybody who's protesting should have to be quizzed before they protest about what exactly they're fucking protesting about, because everybody else seems to be on a different page. When I was at a protest yesterday, there were people marching for a woman, there was somebody marching for George Floyd, there was someone marching to find the nearest toaster, there was someone marching because they thought that Disneyland was never going to be back open again and they were pissed. No, some people, like I said before in one of my videos, I would say 70%. I'll go that high, 70%, but mainly of the white kind, but let's put everybody in there, would not know the name of George Floyd while they're protesting. They might know because they kept repeating it, but like if we were just mad about it, like I would guarantee you, if you had to, before we started, everybody saw each other's signs and people are marching and being all pissed. If you had somebody with a little sign-up sheet, you're here for the protest, cool, what are you protesting? That something bad happened and we're pissed. Right, but what exactly, who are you protesting for? Just the name, throw it out there. This is America. It would be some dumbass shit. Now, then we go into looting. That's a part of protest that I just don't understand. When I was at a protest yesterday that I actually did stumble upon, there was a guy trying to rationalize looting, and I think he was even I was talking to him while on my live, like a little bit. I wasn't getting angry, but I'm like, are you fucking serious? In my head, I'm thinking, he's like, well, you know, that's a form of disruption. Disruption gets attention. Okay, disruption as far as protesting, blocking streets off, yeah, it's going to get attention. If you think it's going to make our mayor Beetlejuice do a fucking thing about it, I said before, she ain't going to do shit. She's going to just do what she does, look in the mirror, keep us all locked up for the next 2 years, even though every other state is partially, even a little bit open, and say it's for our own good, and just sit there looking ugly and scary. But he was like, you know, no, it's part of, you know, I'm not for it, but it's, you know, it's part of social disruption. No, it's part of we're all fucked. You know we're all fucked, you dumb motherfuckers who loot you? You hit your own neighborhoods. You hit your own stores. I love, what tickles me the most, you know, be for Black Lives Matter all you want, that's fine. It does matter. But if you are gonna loot, you don't give a fuck about Black Lives Matter, and especially if you're doing it in a black area where black people work, where black people need to get to work, and you've put them out of work because you need to get sneakers. All right? And it's not blacks who fucking just, you know, loot either. I saw plenty of white people, you know, little skateboarding looking anarchist motherfuckers who need to be slapped around too, who are hopping in there, walking into Targets. And then there's the dumb looters, the stupidest looters I've ever seen, and that comes in all varieties, where they stop and look at the camera. What good do you think is going to come out of it? I'm not for it, but I get that the looters who are covering their face at least are trying to make some kind of effort not to be seen. Your dumbass is looking at there's a fucking YouTuber, I think it was Jake Paul or somebody, that fucking brain dead douche. He's got fucking dead semen swimming around his head. I hate that guy. He was like looting and he's just walking through it like he's cool, which he needs to be slapped in his groin for that shit. But looting is bullshit, because what's going to end up happening is I know people think, well, we're going to empower the people. We're going to hurt the big stores. We're going to fuck shit up. It's going to matter. No. What's going to happen is when a bunch of shit gets fucked up, taxes are going to go up. Your checks are going to get fucked. It's going to affect you. There's a trickle down to when you fuck us over like that. When you act the ass and a bunch of people are badly financially damaged, they got to get that money back somehow. And if you think it's not coming out of my ass, your ass, and your sister's ass, and your great grandmama's ass, well, then you're fucking wrong. So looting, you're a dumb motherfucker. I don't give a shit what you can be mad all you fucking want. I don't care. You're the dumbest motherfucker. If you get capped while looting, I don't feel sorry for you. I don't. Because if you're really down with the cause, you'd be out there fucking walking, yelling, sure, blocking shit off and all that, fine. But you would, what does George Floyd's death have to do with you having to get a new TV? Did you see the motherfuckers loading up things on a skiv for Best Buy? TVs. That's for George Floyd. They're going to sell that money and they're going to donate it, right? That's the one time you could loot. I'll say that. If you're going to take that shit, sell it, and donate to his fucking GoFundMe or his family's, then you can. But the rest, you're a bunch of fucking bullshitters and I hate it. See, I'm getting all agitated again. But yeah, and I stumbled into a protest yesterday because we saw a protest. Well, first of all, it was like little groups of people, we thought, because there was a group here. It looked like about 20, 30 or more. Steve wanted to see it. I wanted to see it. I said, let's go. Steve could not find a parking space, though there were 80 in front of him. He didn't seem to understand. I couldn't get it. I was so frustrated. I was so annoyed with him yesterday. Like, if you think I don't ever fight with him, I was like, park the fucking car. But I gotta go. Can I park here? I don't know if I can. Okay, well, we'll just go around again because I don't think I can park in this gigantic space that can fit 80 cars. So then we park, and he wants me to run because he wants to take pictures. He loves to take pictures of every fucking thing that happens. So I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. So we run to where the protest is, and it's like ended. There's just like a group of people, and I'm like a small group, like maybe 10 or so. And I'm like, oh, whatever. We start walking this way, and I'm looking at my phone, and he's not looking at what he's doing either, but we'll get to him in a second. And all of a sudden, I see that they've come, I guess they circled around, they came from behind. I knew there was people. Like, I'm not dumb. I knew there was like 20, 30 people. Then there was like 100 behind me, and we are in a march. And we're in a march, and we're pissed. And you know what? Like I said in my post, I was proud. I never in my life thought I would protest, but I was proud to be a part of that protest. The reverend or whoever ran it, I was making little snarky comments throughout, but just, when I'm uncomfortable, I do that. And when something's serious, I just can't take anything seriously, so forgive me. But this guy was saying we should all be peaceful, and at the end of the protest, he had everybody take a knee and, saying like, oh, we shall overcome. But the best thing this man said, and how I knew he was fucking legit as hell, was he said, you know what, we're in this beautiful park God gave us. Let's not litter. So I don't want to see when we're leaving any signs being thrown down, any scarves, anything like that. He's like, we're not going to be like that. And I was like, fucking amen. Where was this guy? We needed him for all the protests. We need him for all future protests. We need to get him on speed dial for that shit. Seriously. So, am I for protests? Yeah. Am I for looting? No. It's a bunch of fucking bullshit. That's just thievery. Plain and simple, straight up. So, I hope you're not too pissed, but that's just how it is. So, I'll be doing another video in a minute here. One that Eric requested. This is great. Just fucking made my brain bleed. And that's what I think. And yes, Black lives do matter.